Press record. We're halfway there. We're halfway to victory already. Hi, hello, welcome back to another Onkruid episode. Welcome to episode... Is it 29 or 30? I think this is 29 of The Witcher 3. Huh? Indeed. What you looking at, buddy boy? Okay, we're 20 seconds into the episode and I've already used the words buddy boy. You know that it's gonna be an Onkruid episode if that happens. Find the dreamer in the old house. I guess we will just continue with the main quest for a while because we are still far from level 23. We could also look for a notice board and see if there's any interesting Witcher contracts in the neighborhood. But I think for now, I will just do it like this.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
I seek an old lady.
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corrine. Something about dreams.
Oh, you've come to the right place then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you care about
Why
the
do you need to know
home's
the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week, well, you shan't believe it, I found human feces in the parlor.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
Sounds like a Wednesday night for me, finding human feces in the parlor.
Twin swords, though.
Just from my own coke
You're a
binge
Witcher.
from Tuesday.
You may enter. Call that my whim.
If I may enter, then I will enter and look for Corrine myself. I'm gonna start looting a little bit less, only the things that I really want to use because my inventory is almost always full. You drive a hard bargain. Getting some dumplings up in my sight. I mean, I wish I could loot the dumplings, but I have to stay true to what I just said.
Stop! Go away! Don't do that. Leave it!
There's a lot of casket. Is that like legit just an entire casket for someone to die in? Because I don't want to pick up that because it probably weighs a ton, doesn't it? A casket weighs 0.26. Well, it's still quite a lot. Get out of here. We really need to find a merchant, and I'm gonna make the executive decision rather to...
Put it down, please.
Interesting.
God, don't spill it.
To sell some of my... Jesus. To sell some of my crafting materials and such. That's not Johnny. Couldn't you be wearing anything more revealing, Corrine?
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
The doll in the attic. Are we dealing with some
Alright.
of the
Time to check
cursed
the attic.
again? Or what's going on here? A lot of creaking going on.
Next room's blocked.
The next room's blocked. Maybe there's something behind this giant glowing red bookcase, huh? I'll take some bread. I'll take all the bread I can find, to be honest. Won't take a ladle. I can make my own soup without needing ladles. Okay, let's just head straight along. So do we art it? Look at me remembering how the game works. Didn't expect that, huh? Did you? Bows. A drawing of a crib. Interesting. There's a lot of milk and booze in this house. Somebody had a crazy party here. And dumplings. But I mean, what's a house without dumplings? Can you call a house a home if there are not dumplings scattered around every single chest, every single location? And this is the doll we were talking about, huh? Rag doll.
A doll. Drawing shows it lying in a cradle. Maybe I should find one.
Sounds like a great plan for action, finding a cradle. I presume there's not going to be a cradle on the attic, so we'll probably have to go back down. This universe sure has a lot of hauntings, a lot of creepy things, a lot of superstition. And there's the cradle indeed, which is cradling along. Well, not really superstition, I guess, but just supernatural events. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, does that do anything for us? Why did the door slam shut?
An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy, a riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
Because it is, in fact, pizza time. Those sounds will be very disturbing when I turn them up in the editing, but hey, sometimes disturbing aesthetics can still be aesthetics. Where is the kitchen? This is the outside world, so I guess we're not looking for a kitchen here. But the kitchen can be in the basement, right? Now, can it? I don't know anything about medieval architecture, so maybe it can. This seems oven-like. Very oven-like. Let's examine the oven. Gonna probably have another piece of paper guiding us through that huge red glowing wall that we have to blow up with art. This is prime jump scare material, or is it just me? Well, I mean, I was a little prepared for it.
Did I scare you?
Yes, Sarah, a bit.
Didn't I? I can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
I do know
You're
what you
lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh?
Because I met Johnny, my best friend forever, for
like
eternity.
One, that's like one. Trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all
It's
empty.
quite
So
smart.
I moved in. Bigwig from
Free
the bank
real
came
estate.
and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with. So I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to.
What if the banker needs to find another home?
I won't.
Let's make a deal. I'll set you up with a date with my good friend Johnny in the swamp, and then you can live over there in his hole.
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
Then I'll
I'm
kill
a
him.
witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? 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 Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
They call me the
Now
benevolent
go
witcher.
wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Well, I will talk to the dreamer, but I mean, first of all, just a little look behind here. Always re-equipping my Quen sign, not leaving anything up to chance. Interesting. Interesting. Somebody is about to make this game crash. Let's make a quick... No, let's save first, and then let's make a quick selection of what we can wear. Throw some of the other shit on the ground, or maybe see if it sells for a nice value. Well, they all sell for a nice value, and this is in fact better. And the game did not crash today. Is the luckiest of days. Gloves better? By any chance? No, they are not. Well, if we just drop this, we are underburdened again. But really, we need to either find a merchant, or why would we not store away some of the stuff that we are keeping for like level, I don't know what, in a chest? Why do we keep it on us? Lord knows I like to keep that motherfucking thing on me, but I shouldn't keep it on me at all times, should I? Hello, girlfriend.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me.
Put on some clothes for crying out
We
loud.
witchers have our ways.
Great thumbnail
Thank you
material, I
very
guess, though.
much.
That's
The dreams, they
so
were awful.
unfriendly to females.
Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
First of all, I have to tell this guy that the house is haunted, though, right? We can't just get out of here without telling him, I think. Probably waiting for us outside and the cutscene will just automatically play, is what I presume. Starting to know what this game's like, I
I
guess.
saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
I'm benevolent, but I'm also capitalist. I'm also communistic and socialistic. So I won't support the bankers. I'll be
bit of
benevolent towards
both.
Sarah.
A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently. Though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid. Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
It shan't put you in the poorhouse indeed, good sir. Okay, first order of business before we head over to the Golden Sturgeon is we are gonna find a shop. Let's look at the weight of our crafting materials as well. Hello. He's in trouble as well.
Alone.
And who might you be? Temple guard undercover?
Just somebody wanting to
Call me an admirer of law and order.
sell my things, to be
Made a
honest.
mistake coming to this town, eh?
You're making the mistake. Leave him alone.
You don't want this
And
heat.
if we don't?
You don't want this heat.
If you don't, I'll have to kick your faces in.
Cheer that, lads.
Lads. Oh, okay, there is two of them. Again, you don't want to do this, but I guess if you don't want to listen, then you will have to feel, right? Okay, they have some blocks on them, I can tell that. Burn all three of them at once. Switch over to Quinn. Don't have the adrenaline required yet to use Quinn. Switch around with the targets to confuse them. You okay, or you still want it? You still want it? Okay. If you still want it, then I guess I can give it to you. Why was that guy in the back menacingly standing there?
Try not to come around here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean, both, yes. Thank you, sir.
Well, don't send him home. What? I want to do business with him. God damn it. Chicken sandwich? Holy shit. Now we're really in the money. Finding a decent loot. Love myself an armor repair kit, rather. Let's check the sword real quick. It sucks, but we will sell it for a penny and a pound. You liked what you saw? You like what you saw, Mr. Tugman? Huh? Okay. I guess part 2 of trying to find a merchant. How have you guys been? I've been doing okay. Monday today. Had quite the long work day, to be honest. Normally had 8 clients. One of them didn't show up and she still did not notify me of why she didn't show up. So I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, I guess we don't need to be here. A little bit concerned. I mean, I think she will probably be fine, but I would love to know about her whereabouts and why she did not show up on the appointment today. Where do I find this merchant? Oh, did we make it back to the hideout accidentally? I guess we did. Is the merchant here? I guess he is. I don't want to play him in Gwent. Not again. Okay, let's sell some of our shit. Oh, we're actually getting a decent buck for this shit finally. And this will really clear out some of the... Oh, well, I guess we cleaned him out already. Exactly 11? Sign me the fuck up. Alright. Pleasure doing business with you, to be honest. That helps us out. That is not the door. This is the door. Let's continue this quest for a second, shall we? Because we're working on it nicely. I think we want to get out of this area of the city for a second, though, because it's just filled with prostitution, scum, the lowest of the earth, to which some Might count us Witchers, I think. Mutants, destined to just fight evil for eternity, I guess. I do love a little random side quest though. Trying to trade with a merchant and then all of a sudden... Oh, nice. I don't want to play Gwent. And then all of a sudden having to free him.
Help some fellas out, master. We're a bit of coin short another round.
Because we're comrades, see? Witcher, ain't you? We're butchers. You slaughter, we slaughter.
Except witchers earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords out with their purses. Ladies do like with their legs.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us
Probably
beg.
puking sounds
What's
on
a
the
witcher
background.
for, anyways? To help men in need.
I am a benevolent Witcher.
Take this.
Well, that's what I call loyalty to the guild. Thank you, master. We'll knock one back in your honor.
Being truly benevolent might mean not letting them drink another one. Because, well, they are already way too far gone. Seems like a bit of a messy place for someone like Corrine to be. Don't you think, Captain Wolverstone?
Depends what with.
Looking for someone who'll sail to Skellige and take me with them.
My Atropos and me. We're due to sail for Skellig, carrying grain. But that's hush-hush. Got any coin?
Of course I do. 1,000. Holy shit. Well, I'll remember him being here, I guess. But I don't want to just be in the middle of Skellige all of a sudden, you know, so I'm a little bit careful. I will sell you my one dumpling. With great spite. How much do these things weigh? Do they all weigh 0? I guess they might. So I guess there's no reason for me to sell my crafting materials at all. Okay, that clears things up a bit. Thank you very much. Let's look for Corrine the Dreamer now, huh? Excuse me, miss. Do you have a dreamer lady staying here somewhere? Okay, I guess you were not the right person to ask, considering you just start throwing up immediately. Any Corrines up in this bitch?
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
Let's do this. Leroy.
Let's begin.
To start with,
Dreamkins.
tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Ciri. The woman's name is Ciri.
Those Gwent cards or like tarot cards? I'm missing so much lore, like what does this even mean? But I think this will be the most complete memory because we spent a lot of time together
Ciri was
there.
orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything
Indisposed?
more?
Does that mean that she has her menstruation or?
No. Let's continue.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
Do they call her the Lady of
They
Space? and
call
Time?
Ciri the Lady of Space and Time. Once I asked Yennefer why. She travels between worlds. Turns out I don't know how to talk about it. Didn't really understand much of what Yen told me. I just know there's more to it than traveling to different places, and that Ciri carries immense power in her blood.
I see. Do you wish to say more?
Yeah, sure, I'll say some more.
Yeah, there's something else.
Something about that blood of hers.
She's a child of the other blood.
A descendant of bloody Volker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers.
Sheesh.
I think you're right to be reticent in talking about that one. I see. Do you wish to say more?
No, when a legend turns into a prophecy, when it gains believers.
Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about
That's
it.
some deep shit.
But your tone,
Philosophy.
the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot.
Probably not Triss and Yen, right? Because then we would have found Ciri already, or then they would have told us that Ciri came directly to them, I can imagine. Don't know who Dandelion is, though. Oh yeah, we're tripping. Is that a swallow? Meant to symbolize Ciri? That was not so revealing now, was it? Or not to me at least. Maybe Geralt knows more about the Witcher lore and he can make something out of that, but... that guy definitely looked like he was named Dandelion.
Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the Rosemary Time in their will.
What the hell does that mean?
The Rosemary and Thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The Rosemary is just past it.
Come to think of it,
So I've heard.
does this city just reminisce Amsterdam? Because there's so many drunks and druggies, there's so many prostitutes, there's canals running through the middle of the city. There's so many Dutch names, like de Jonk here. Holy shit.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
I hope you find some decent clothes to cover yourself up, woman. Thanks for the help, though. Oh, shit. It's time to level something up that I don't know what I want to level up with. I guess we were working to this, the active shield. Alternate sign mode creates an active shield. Maintaining it and blocking attacks drains stamina. Damage absorbed by the shield restores player vitality. Let's try it on for size. I want to try it on for size, but to cast the sign in its alternative mode, hold A. Okay, so we can still switch. So Quen, hold A. Did we do it? Is that the alternative mode or is that the normal mode? Because that looks like just normal Quen to me. Let's figure that out later maybe. Why is there a red dot over there somewhere? Okay. Wow. A lot of intel gained. There's something going on here, right? Yeah, I thought so. Wow, I knocked him out of his clothes. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to look it up what the alternate Stein exactly is all about, because I feel like I'm not doing it correctly. Let's just quickly go sell off these items before I overburden myself again. Wait, there's more red dots. Hello. A Whoreson's Wrenchman. Alrighty. I don't really understand what that means, but okay. Let me counter your attack. Okay, I was not quick enough. I guess you will not be able to counter any of my attacks then. I don't know why we were all of a sudden fighting Wrenchmen and who we were actually defending, but some more regular old loot. You won't hear me complain. I was gonna say just more to sell to the innkeep, he still has money, right? Hello, Bia. Yeah, thanks, Bia. Why don't we switch 2 letters in your name around and turn you into my bae? Alright, I have to look for another merchant and for somebody to teach me some good jokes. Let me try on the shopkeeper for size, and then I think we will call it an episode. Is this the shopkeep? Because he looks insanely wealthy.
Look who's here! The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment. How can I be of service?
Okay, I guess that's not what we want. Because this is a banger and all the merchants. Is it so hard to find somebody to just sell my stuff? Shopkeeper, let's try again. It's quite ominous that they are still left at the stake so long after being burned, but I guess they want to send a message. Marcus T.K. Hodgson.
Of Rivia, known as the White Wolf, the Butcher of Blaviken.
Geralt of Rivia's enough. What is it?
A man came to me a few years past, paid me to keep a book for you, said you'd come for it one day.
Who was he?
He didn't introduce himself, but the book has a red cover, that I remember. I'm sure I've not sold it.
Alright, see if I can find it.
And perhaps glance at the others while you're at it.
I mean, I love books.
Be glad to look over what you got.
You came to the right address because I want to buy all of these. All the ones that I have not read yet. Okay, but they are expensive. I think all of these books have something of value for me though, probably. The Necronomicon is quite interesting. I mean, I'm crazy, but I really want to buy all of these books. Let's try one on for size. What if we buy that and read it? What happens then? Does it get us anything? It does. Bestiary entry added, and we get the contract as well finally. Let me have a look. Okay, you guys are gonna be angry at me, but I mean, come on, man. I even bought some books that I already read. Oh, fuck. I'm so stupid. But what? What if you can sell them back? Okay, we can sell them back for a little price, I guess. This is just to stay true to me as a person, you know? I can wear this gear. It's level 11 gear. Holy shit, this is a game changer. Consider your game to be fucking changed. I am a samurai. It looks ridiculous as hell, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Give me a chance to cause burning. And give me a chance to poison as well. I look badass right now. Right, the books, that's what we're doing. Okay, so let's read all of these bad boys that we have not read before. The World Underground. We hunkered down for the knife in a cave so enormous the light from our torches faded into the murky black without revealing any upper bound to it. For most of the night, all we could hear was the rushing of water somewhere behind the wall of the cave. Yet, after some time, it is hard to say how much, for we had lost all sense of where day ended and night began. We heard a sort of scraping noise, and then the sound of boulders shifting. The scraping turned to a roar, but by that time we were already on our feet and running towards the tunnel through which we had entered the cave. We did so none too soon, for the shifting had opened up a new passage in the cavern, which began to spew out hordes of small, misshapen humanoids. Without breaking stride, I looked over my shoulder, and in the midst of the mass of midgets, I spied the outline of a large, black troll. Thus began our run for our lives. Alright, we've read all of these books. I'm proud. Of course, it's stupid as hell, but I am proud. Now let's sell some of these back. I presume that we can just sell them back and we will still retain the knowledge, right? I hope so, at least. Make a tiny little bit of my money back, but in general, this was definitely not worth the investment, but hey, at least I am a well-read witcher right now. You can yell at me in the comments, but there's still this red book waiting for me somewhere.
The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings.
On one occasion, Muriel went on a journey to see her auntie in Maribor, accompanied by her nursemaid. Their path took them through a forest, and in this forest lived a raucous troop of bandits. This infamous group was led by Flynn Selms, and all the king's men had been unable to bring them to justice. Alas, such was Muriel's great misfortune that these bandits chose to attack her carriage. Muriel's nursemaid was old, blind, and deaf. She did not wake when a tree fell in front of their carriage with a loud thud, nor when the bandits fought a fierce battle against their guardsmen. When Flynn ripped open the carriage door with his muscular arms and stepped inside, Muriel had to deal with the danger herself. Make our guests comfortable, young lady, the old nursemaid muttered in her sleep. Muriel obediently carried out her instructions. So that she gave the bandit a blowjob, right? That's what I'm making of that? Or am I just too dirty-minded? No, right? She definitely gave the bandit a blowjob, yeah, that's for sure. Oh man, this house looks exactly like the type of house I want to live in, brother.
My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside.
There's a letter inside, okay, but what does the letter inside say then? Witcher. Oh, Jesus Christ. Witcher. In the ocean of possibilities, some events are more likely and some less. It is not easy to fish out the first, not even when one's intellect stretches through all time and space. I left this letter for you in the hope that despite all odds you will come across it one day, for I must warn you, mankind is threatened. The prophesied destruction by the white frost is not just the babbling of some mad she-elf. Perhaps I will have the opportunity to convince you of this in person. If not, I must rely on this letter, which you will read many years from now, and at a time when you know more than you did when we first met. Know that nothing will save the world, except preparing its entire population for this catastrophe. The old tales say a child of the elder blood can stave off the danger, but I tried and failed. Ever since I have been haunted by a hideous vision, a crowned wraith, the spectre of my failure. I was the chosen one, and the chosen one failed. You and your brotherhood are our only hope. When the time of the wolf's blizzard comes, men shall perish, and only the Ubermen will survive. Your duty is to give the world Ubermen. Whatever you think of me, do not fail as I have failed. Friedrich Nietzsche. Interesting. Message from an old friend. Who is this old friend? I guess if I had known about the previous noble art of cheese divination, if I had known about the lore, I could know who A was, the vampire's last likeness, and cheese divination. I mean, you can't go wrong with a book about cheese divination. Now, ain't that the truth? I'm back to maybe sell you the books that I just collected. Don't mind the fact that I got them out of your store. That is just... That's not important. That's not important in the slightest. I love a guy that hoards his books, man. He's just like me. We look so ridiculous right now, but I guess we are powerful. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you will enjoy the next one as well, and I hope you have a nice day. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have a nice walk with my girlfriend and just a chill dinner in the evening. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you have a day to look forward to tomorrow as well. And by all means, pause the video or just after this video because it's over right now. Take the time to read a little book, you know. Read a couple of pages. Just read one page. Just read. It opens up your life to so many new possibilities. Thanks a lot. See ya. Bye-bye.